have not done in a hot minute. I have not done a Shop My Stash. I absolutely love doing Shop My Stashes because it allows me to actually go through the products in my collection. Usually I find some holy grails or some goodies that I completely forgot about because I'm constantly testing new makeup. So let's go ahead and shop my collection and see what type of goodies we can find. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and dive right on in. I have not filmed one of these since January. My goal is to do this every single month so I can really test out products from my collection to make sure I'm actually getting a good use out of them. So we're going to start off with concealer. This is not concealer. This is a primer. Clearly words are not going for me today. So for primer, what have I not used in a hot minute? I have not used you. I've not used you. Okay, let's go for Iconic London. For foundation, what have I not used in a hot minute? I feel like for foundation, I actually have not used Salt New York in a hot minute. This is going to be like a foundation. Oh, I gotta open it one second. It'd be like a foundation or like a skin tint with a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. So we're gonna go for just the skin tint today. For concealer, I feel like I don't really have that many concealer options. I really don't. So let's just go for let's just go for Tarte. Let's just go for Tarte. For bronzer, we're gonna go for bronzer. What bronzer have I not used in a hot minute? We gotta do a cream and a powder. I'm gonna do both. Actually, you know what? Let me actually do, no, I just recently used that. Shoot. What if I do, let's do NARS. No. You know what? No, let's actually, shit, I am so confused on what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. What have I not used? I have not used this in a hot minute. Let's use the, wow, that looks great. Let's use Makeup by Mario liquid bronzer. And then for oh, I should probably do a powder bronzer with that too, right? Yeah, I probably should. Powder bronzer, I don't really have that much options for powder that I haven't really used in a hot minute because, well, I don't have that many powder options. So we're just going to go ahead and just grab Miss Jaclyn. Oh, you know what? Maybe, wait, I have an idea. Let's go into here. Let's use, yeah, let's use one of these. I have not used one of these in so long. Okay, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Powder blush, powder bronzer. Okay. Now I need to do cream blush. What cream blush have I not used or you guys not seen enough on my channel? I'm going to go for probably the Cali Ray. I've only used like twice on my channel. This is supposed to be a pore blurring blush. Yeah, I didn't do shit. So we're going to keep trying that out. And then we have highlighter. What highlighter have I not used? Highlighter. What highlighter have I not used? They're kind of over here. In a hot minute. No, why don't I go into this one from Lunar Beauty? I haven't used this in forever. Okay, we're making progress. Since I'm not gonna do eyelashes today, let's do mascara. Mascara that I have not used in a hot minute. I gotta make sure it's still good. Let's do, what is this? Okay, that is Lancome. Let's do a little bit of Lancome. Maybe let's mix it with maybe we'll mix it with the OIS. Okay, kind of mix those two together. Okay. You know what I have not used? Wait a minute, I have an idea. Let's use Lunar Beauty. Okay, wait. Okay, let's do Milk Tea. Icon. Milk Tea. And then we're going to top it off with a gloss. What gloss have I not? Ooh. I think I'm going to go for this one. Which one is this one? Which one are you? Which one are you? Celine. Oh my god, I used to be obsessed with this. You guys remember that? I am so excited. then for setting spray, we're going to use the ABH. So I realized I forgot to do setting powder. So for setting powder, I think I'm going to go into probably the LAS, because you guys barely have seen me use this, and I really need to keep trying this out. I was really not that impressed when I first tried it, but let's try it again. Okay, so I'm so excited. I love doing a Shop My Stash, and we're starting off my eyes done because I'm also currently filming 3 looks, 3 palettes, and so I'm knocking out multiple videos in one because I have a job, and my job takes up a lot of my time at Disney, so I film when I can, and I try to film multiple videos a day if I can to make it so that you guys never miss any content. So we're gonna ignore the eyes being done. You'll see how I did this look in my 3 looks, 3 palettes, but I did use the Unearthly Cosmetics palette. This is the Thinking of You. Really, really am enjoying this. So we're gonna start off with primer. I'm gonna go into the Iconic London. This is gonna be the Velvet Smooth Pore Refining Primer. This is a really nice primer. It reminds me a lot of like the NYX Marshmallow Primer. That's the vibe that I get from this. It really doesn't do much to the pores. My pores are still visible, but it just helps to make the makeup really smooth, which is something that I can definitely really appreciate. It just reminds me, like I said, of the NYX Marshmallow Primer, or maybe a little bit of like the Touchless Silk Canvas. It kind of has that nice smoothing vibe to it. Really nice primer. Okay, so while this is drying down, I'm going to go into the Salt New York. This is going to be the Hydrating Skin Tint. So this is going to be a hydrating skin tint. You guys actually can use my code to save 10% off. I'm going to go into this little guy right here. I really enjoyed this when I tried this back in New Orleans because I got this as a little PR kit when I went to the Creator and Friends event, and they actually included this in here. And I met the owner, absolutely incredible. And they taught me how to apply this the right way, but we're just going to go in with a brush. And they actually did recommend applying this if you have oily skin with a dry sponge. But maybe I have a wet sponge. I don't have dry sponge, but I could actually grab a dry sponge. All right, I'm gonna grab a dry sponge. All right, so we're just gonna, oh, this isn't gonna work. Okay, so anyway, I want to tell you guys about my weekend because this past weekend, Paige and I went to go see Kelsea Ballerini in concert. She's this really cute country star, and this was her first time ever doing an arena tour. Usually she's an opener. She hasn't like actually opened her own. Usually she's an opener for other artists like Taylor Swift and stuff like that, and she is actually dating Chase Stokes, who is John B from Outer Banks. And so we went to go see her this past Saturday in concert. It's the first time Paige and I actually, well, I guess I would say the first time me and Paige went to go see a concert together, but that's like technically not true because we did go see Taylor Swift together unintentionally. Like we both had tickets the same night, although me and Corey were in a suite and she had floor tickets. So we got to like have like lunch together at the arena, but we didn't actually like watch the full concert together. Betty Jean was there too, actually, which was kind of cool because like I miss Betty Jean. But anywho, we did go see Kelsea Ballerini this weekend, and it was actually in Tampa, Florida. And so Paige and I made a whole day out of it. Like we drove down to Tampa, Florida, and we went to Hyde Park. I've never been to Hyde Park. I've been down to Tampa quite a bit, but never actually been to Hyde Park. And it had so many amazing restaurants. Like we went to this amazing Asian restaurant, but I was kind of thrown off because when we went in, it was a Saturday at like 2:30, and I was like, oh, I'm starving. I could really go for some really nice Asian food because I love Asian food. And it was brunch, and I was like, I looked down on the menu and I see eggs. I'm like, ew, what are eggs doing on the menu for an Asian restaurant? Like eggs and hash browns? I'm like, what? And they're like, oh, it's brunch. And I said, oh, it's brunch? Oh, okay. Now I got a bento box, and let me tell you, I wasn't sure what the food would be like. I was like, you know what? I'm starving. I really think this would be kind of nice. I get a nice little option. When they delivered us the edamame, oh my God, it had a really beautiful, like soft, sweet Thai chili glaze on it. And then it had a little bit of roasted garlic salt on it as well. And then I had a miso soup with tofu. The tofu was cooked the tofu was perfect, like perfect texture. And then I had a salmon roll with grilled salmon and steamed white rice. And let me tell you, I am thinking about that salmon roll. That salmon literally like melted in my mouth, and I am just like, that was pure heaven, because I have not really allowed myself to have seafood since I had food poisoning back in October. And Corey is like, you gotta live a little, like you gotta not let things scare you from enjoying life. And I said, yeah, but I was like super sick. He goes, just enjoy it. So I allowed myself to have it, and let me tell you, it's all I'm thinking about. literally all I'm thinking about, because I was like, damn, that was probably one of the best like salmons I've ever had. Like literally melted in my mouth like freaking butter. It was so good. So we had that really nice, like I said, Asian place, and then we ended up just kind of driving around, like just like Tampa, Florida, just to like, then we just kind of like drove around and like looked at Hyde Park. We drove around to like Davis Island and kind of checked out what was around the arena. And then we went to the actual Amelia Arena to go to the concert. And it was really cool. Like everybody was so dressed up in like cowgirl outfits. I thought was really nice. And we went inside. We had really nice seats. We unintentionally had club seats. We didn't pay for club, but we unintentionally had club seats because of just kind of where we were located. So it was really nice because we had bars like at every single like turn if we wanted to. Really nice bathrooms right next to us and really nice seats. And so we were just vibing. Me and Paige were just vibing. We were eating popcorn, drinking our sodas, and let me tell you guys. So we were sitting there, our row was empty, and I was like, okay, perfect, because I have really bad claustrophobia. So whenever I go to like a show or concert, I always buy tickets on an end seat. Like I buy like tickets, like even at the movie theater, I don't sit in the middle. I sit on the end so that I have an easy access to like just the open space. I have really bad claustrophobia. I've had my entire life. Like I can't do large crowds. If I do, I start to have a panic attack. I have to keep my head down and have to take deep breaths. I can't look forward, and I see this me being surrounded by bodies. It creeps me out. Like I can't do it. So I bought these tickets for us, that knowing that we had no one sitting in front of us. It was just like a railing, and it showed only 4 seats, and it was an end seat. So it's like, this is perfect. So I bought it. And then we were sitting there. I was like, oh, great. You know, there's going to be no one around us. But I was kind of looking. I was like, this is a little sketch, though, because, like, it's 8 seats this way and then, like, 20 seats that way. And I'm like, oh, I guess they just didn't sell those seats. I was wrong. They sold those seats. But I was like, why do they mark it like it was a freaking end cap? Like, what? I was so thrown off by how they marketed it. I was like, wait a minute. Like, okay, maybe no one's going to sit here. That's what I kept thinking. Maybe no one's going to sit here. I was also wrong on that one. So, anywho, first off, do you guys want to see how beautiful this is just like melting into the skin? Like, this is such a beautiful skin tint. Oh my God. I hope I don't ruin it with the rest of my face products. It's so beautiful. You can tell I really do enjoy it because I've literally hit pan on this. So anyway, we got our snacks and I got my merch. You know, I got my t-shirts. I love collecting band t-shirts and stuff like that. So I'm going to go in with the Makeup by Mario liquid bronzer. I'm going to put this on my hand. Ooh. And we're going to go in with a brush. That kind of looks like shit. Like it literally looks like shit on the fucking, literally looks like shit on my head. It looks like doo-doo. Okay, well, oh my God, this is not the right color for, oh no. Okay, let me see if I can blend it out a little bit more with my sponge. Okay, anyway, so we got our snacks. We're all set up. We're just like having a great time. We're vibing. The opener comes in on, her name is like Marianne Taylor, and she put on a fantastic show. I don't know who this little sweet country bumpkin is, but I was like, I love her. I absolutely loved her. So we're sitting there, and then 3 people walked up to us and said, we are so sorry, but we bought 2 seats right next to where Paige was sitting. We bought 2 seats right there, and then 1 seat right next to me. Would it be possible if you guys switch seats? So she was pretty much asking Paige to take her friend's spot on my side, and Paige is like, yeah, absolutely. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. Like, you know, I want the friends to sit together and enjoy their time together. So I was like, absolutely. Like, yeah, you guys can go ahead and like switch seats. And Paige was like, yeah. So Paige thought it was a better deal for her because she had more, because we're kind of at an angle. So she had more of a clear view towards the stage, sitting to where she was, so she wasn't turned too much this way. So we thought that was great. And then the girl sitting next to me though, let me tell you about this girl. So first off, she is a very trusting person. Very trusting person, because they don't allow you to have bottles there. If you buy a drink, you have they pour it into like a cup. Like it is what it is, right? There's no lids, no nothing, because they don't want you to be able to throw the stuff onto the stage. So she would just get up and leave and just leave her drink there unattended. No one's watching her drink. And I was like, this girl is way too trusting, because I do not trust the world. I'm the type of person, I kept my drink between me and Paige, and half the time my hand was on it, and then I just ended up moving it right in front of me because there's like no one there. It's just like empty rail. So I could keep a watch of it the whole time, because I just don't trust anyone like with my cups. I never have. I'm very, very like, you know what I mean? And she just kept leaving her cup there open, wouldn't even ask anyone to watch it, like nothing. And I'm just like, this girl is way too trusting, way too trusting. But then secondly, she would just like keep leaning forward the whole time. So I have to keep leaning forward over her. But then what was the kicker for me is that like 1 second she would be like, woo, just partying and dancing and having a great time. The next second she would be slumped in her seat just like this. And I was like, I can't tell if this girl is drunk or if this girl is just like some songs but doesn't like other songs. I couldn't like necessarily tell. And then I had a feeling that she didn't feel good because every, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes, she'd be like, like a freaking child, just coughing out loud, not covering her freaking mouth. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I look at Paige and I'm like, she's sitting here seriously coughing with her mouth wide open, like right next to me, not saying anything, just openly, just I'm just like, this bitch. And I wanted to be like, excuse me, can you please cover your mouth? Like, please have manners. I almost said something, but yeah, I was just like, I don't know. I don't want to like, I don't want to like ruin her time. And anywho, I'm going into the Cali Ray blush right here. Anyway, so the way that she was just coughing, I was just like literally going, this is so freaking gross. Like, please cover your mouth. Like, have some decency for the people that are around you because it's just freaking disgusting. Well, lo and behold, I woke up this morning and I have a horrible sore throat. And I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me. So I feel like shit. I don't necessarily want to say it's from her. And oh my God, that's way too pigmented. Ugh. I don't want to say it's from her, but like, it might be from her. Not gonna lie. It might be from her because the way, like I said, she just open mouth coughed the entire time. I should text Paige and be like, Paige, how do you feel? Because I don't feel good. And I'm pushing through to film because I know that if I don't, I'm going to regret it later. I'd rather pre-film now when I feel like shit before, if I do get sick, before it gets like any worse. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather just pre-film now. So that is what I'm doing. But this girl, like I said, was just open coughing. So anyway, besides that, it was a really good time. Me and Paige saw where her boyfriend Chase was down at the bottom by her like sound check, and he was just vibing to her. Like, we enjoyed every single song. She was only on for 90 minutes, and I had to remind myself that she's not Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift performed literally for 3 hours, 3 hours and 15 minutes when I saw her straight up. But Kelsey only performed for 90 minutes, but she put on such a beautiful show. Such a beautiful show. It was such an incredible time, and she's one of the judges on The Voice right now, and one of her people that are on her team is named Angie Ray, and Angie Ray happened to be there, and Kelsey saw her, and the audience is like, bring her up. So she actually got brought up on stage. I'm going with the Tarte Concealer, and they actually sang Homecoming Queen together, which I thought was really cool. She has such a beautiful voice, and it just was such a great time. Everybody was so nice to each other, like, you know, so nice. And we really, really enjoyed it. It's been a long time since I've gone to like a country style concert. And I had the best time. And I told Paige, we have definitely got to go see a show again together. Because she put on a phenomenal show. So if any of you guys watch Kelsey Ballerini and you guys have a chance to go see her in show, you see her in concert, you guys should. She is a fantastic performer. Super sweet. And so unbelievably beautiful. Like, I could not stop staring at her makeup. Like, she had on this really sparkly eyeshadow, and I wanted to be like, what are you wearing? What eyeshadow is that? It's so pretty, and I really wanted to know how pretty it was. I really wanted to know what it was, because I was just so captivated by it. For setting powder, we're gonna go into the YSL. We're gonna go to the LYS one right here. This is supposed to be like a perfect setting powder if you have really oily skin and large pores. I've used this several times, and I just can't seem to get it to work for me the way that like it says it's supposed to work online. It just doesn't work for me like that, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I guess it's just one of those products that it just doesn't work the way that it says it's going to. It's still pretty, but I definitely get oily whenever I do wear this, for sure. And it doesn't really do too much to the pores. So funny, as I was telling Corey about how that girl was just sitting there coughing next to me the whole time. And he's like, are you surprised? I said, you know what? I shouldn't be, because working at Disney, there were times, I'm not kidding, when I used to be a server, I would sit there and I'd be like talking to a guest. And out of nowhere, the guest would literally just cough on my hand. Like, if I was like dropping a plate, they go, oh my God, I hate those days. I hated those days where they just did not care. One of my friends just told me this horrific story, and I'm going to share it with you guys because, well, shit, I might as well. I will say that I might as well. Okay, so the other day she was serving a table, And I'm going to go into the Jaclyn Cosmetics Baked Bronzer and Blush palette. I have not used this in so long. I hope it's not moldy. I think it looks fine. You guys think it looks fine? Well, we're going to use it. So, anyway, so she was serving this table. And out of nowhere, this like 10-year-old child apparently projectile vomited everywhere. I mean, like everywhere. The walls, the table, between the table, all over the food, all over the floor. And just literally just like a gallon like came up. And so I was like, oh my God, what did you do? She's like, well, the mother just got up. It was like a whole like family of like 6 or 7. The mom just got up and took her child and left. And then the whole table left. And I said, what do you mean the whole table left? She's like, they just left. Like, they went downstairs. They paid for the food that they did not even eat because they felt bad, but they just left. And I said, and no one came back up to try to help clean? She said, no. And I was like, oh my God, what'd you do? She's like, well, I cleaned it. And I went, what do you mean you cleaned it? She's like, I cleaned it. I'm like, oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is how I know that if I ever went back into serving, I would get fired. I would flat out get fired because ain't no way I'm cleaning throw up. Let me tell you that right now. You do not pay me enough money to clean someone else's vomit. The only vomit I will ever clean in my life is my dog's. I'll clean their vomit, but human vomit, no, I'll be doing it too. Nope. I have that phobia. If someone gets sick, I am the first person to immediately run into another room. I cannot handle it. I can't. I have that nasty phobia. I had that phobia where I just can't handle people getting sick. And so I would have ran and been like telling my managers, yeah, I'm not cleaning that up. And if they were to be like, you have to, y'all, I would have quit on the spot. I would have walked out of that job so fast. I have to give her credit because that is just so wild. I felt so bad. And yes, they do have cleaning crews at Disney. But where she works at a third party. So it's technically up to them to clean it. And the busters did not want to do it. So she had to do it. And I was like, why didn't you make the managers do it? She's like, well, because I just wanted to go home. I said, you are a brave soul because ain't no way. I have to say, this is still performing really nicely for it being like what? 2020? 2021? So not too old, but like not as fresh, especially since this is discontinued. It's not bad. It's generally not bad. For mascara, we're going to go into 2 different mascaras. I'm going to take the Lancome and the YS. I'm going to take the Lancome and the LYS mascara. I love mixing mascara. It's one of my favorite things to do just because I like to find the best one that works for me. Just because I have like long lashes, but they kind of go down. I like them to go up, and I don't know. I love playing with different mascaras. So we're going to go into the Lancome one first. This is the Hypnosis one. And we're going to quickly lay this on the lashes. Kind of more of a thicker bristle. All right, now let's take the LYS. This is the Lash Confident one. Ooh, she's curved. Okay, so for highlighter, we're going to go into the Lunar Beauty. This is the Mushroom Highlighter Palette. I completely forgot about this palette. It came out last year. And I forgot how beautiful these were. So I'm going to go into the shade called Tink. We're going to go in the shade called Tink, actually. And we're going to use this highlighter today. I have not used this, I want to say, in like over a year. Like, that is how long it is. Wow. Oh, that is beautiful. Why have I not used this? Oh my God, look at that shine. I forgot about that. What? Here called Sugar. And we're going to use this as our inner corner for the eye because this would be really pretty. The formula is incredibly soft. Really nice. I hope this highlighter palette is still available because if it is, you guys should definitely check that out. I do a code with Lunar Beauty. It is code Allie to save you guys 10% off. Just go ahead and apply this right here. All right, I'm actually switching the liner. We're going to go into the lip liner called, what do you call it? Cocoa. We're going to go into Cocoa because I want to have a little bit more dimension to my lips. So we're going to go into Cocoa. I'm going to sharpen it really fast. Okay, now that we have that down, we're going to go into the shade called Milk Tea for lipsticks. What I like about this component is that you press the button and it pops out. Really cool. Really pretty design on these two. So we're going to take this. Okay, it doesn't smell. Just making sure because like I said, it's been a while. Fill our lips in. That is a really pretty combination though. Super pretty. But I want to top it off with the lip gloss called Celine. This used to be my favorite for so long. Oh my God, it still smells so good. Look at how pretty this is. Ready? I literally forgot how beautiful the gloss formula was. Oh my gosh. Remember, I used to be so obsessed with the Lunar Beauty lip glosses. Oh my God, they're incredible. Wow. That is so nice. Okay, so let's finish this off with the ABH Impeccable Setting Spray. All right. And this is going to be the final look using the products that I shopped in my collection. Alrighty guys, so this is the final look right here using the items that I shopped in my collection. I honestly love doing these type of videos because it literally allows me to use the products that I spent so much money on for the most part to actually use them and remind myself as to why I got them in the first place. I have to say, I think the look is really pretty. The only thing I am noticing is I definitely am more on the like dewy glowy side. I don't look as matte as normal, but I really do like how the makeup turned out. I think the makeup turned out really nicely. I forgot how much I love the Salt New York serum. This skin tint right here, you guys could tell I've used this a lot. It's so beautiful. Even if you're really oily skin, this is going to be a good product to use at least for a couple hours. My oil does seep through a lot, but it still looks really pretty. And this is one of those, it still looks really pretty. This is one of those foundations I definitely would use to like run errands with, just to like make sure, just to like run errands with and whatnot, because it has a really beautiful skin tint. The primer, I forgot that this just literally gives me such a smooth base. Doesn't do anything with pores, but has a nice smoothing application to it. Tarte concealer, it's okay, not my fave. The Makeup by Mario, a lot of people love this, a lot of people hate this. I think it melts into the skin nicely. It's a little bit too warm tone for me. Maybe just because maybe that's how it looks on this foundation. Maybe it looks better on other ones. I did remember really enjoying this. I'm gonna have to keep playing with this though, because I don't know if by the end of this year I'll end up keeping it. I want to play with it more. It does melt nicely, but it's a bit too warm tone. The Calorie Blush, this thing is super pigmented. It's super pigmented, but it blends out really nicely. So a little does go a long way, like 1 or 2 drops. That's pretty much all you need. The Jaclyn Cosmetics Baked Bronzer, I literally forgot how beautiful this formula was. Like, I forgot how beautiful the formula was. The blush has a little bit of lumosity to it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Callie is getting to be, we think it might be her time. She's starting to scream a lot even throughout the day. I'm home, the dogs are home with her, but we think either she's losing her hearing or she's starting to go through dementia. Like, she's 16 years old now. We've already had a conversation with the vet. He doesn't necessarily think that she's at the point where she needs to be put down, but he also doesn't think that she will see the end of the year either. So I just want to check on her, let her know that I was okay, that I'm here, so that she's not alone. So yeah. Okay, so as I was saying, I forgot how beautiful this product is. Like, the blush has some luminous to it. I honestly wanted to kind of maybe do a full face of Jaclyn Cosmetics if I can. I got rid of the shitty ass foundation though. I did get rid of the foundation, so I can't do a full face, but I could try my best because this product is super old, but it still works. The highlighter from Lunar Beauty, y'all, I've been sitting on this. I forgot how gorgeous this was. Like, what is my problem? That's way too pretty. Such a pretty highlighter. I need to use this again, so I need to like pull it out of my collection. The LYS setting powder, not worth it in my opinion. The 2 mascaras, I think they're nice. I think the mascaras are really nice. They're not the most wowing mascaras, but they definitely get the job done of lifting and separating, and they're super soft on the lashes, which I appreciate. But the lip combo right here between the lip liner, the lipstick, and the gloss, oh my God, this is so stunning. All from Lunar Beauty. Such a pretty lip combo. I forget how amazing Lunar Beauty products are when it comes to lip products, because it's been so long since I've used them, because I've tried so many other products since that I've really fallen in love with, and I forgot how much I used to love these so much. And then the setting spray, it's okay. But yeah, guys, that is my shop my stash. I love a good shop my stash. My goal is to do these every single month so I can keep going through products in my collection. That way I don't overconsume and actually use what I have. So with that said, besties, that is it for today's video. I'm gonna go drink some hot tea and maybe go relax for a little bit because, like I said, my throat is on fire. So with that said, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.